What's up, guys? It's Jesse with Central Athlete. I want to talk to you a little bit today about how to individualize strength training programs, whether it's for yourself and you're looking to just maximize your time in the gym, or if you're actually a coach and you have other clients that you're looking to deliver some of the best results that you can. Before I dive in though, I want to kind of talk a little bit about what is one of the best ways to get the greatest physiological return in the shortest amount of time. And one of the methods that we employ is identifying the weakest point of the lift. So we all know that a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. And while the whole chain can maybe support 1,000 pounds of tension, right, there might be one little tiny link in there that can only support 200 pounds of force, right? So I start to tug at it. Where is it going to break? It's going to break right at that weakest point, right? If I can kind of hone in on that point, specifically do something in a consistent manner that will lead to that catching up to the rest of the chain, I mean, you're going to continue to see strength adaptations that happen for a while. We get a lot of mileage out of that principle just alone. So we've all seen that person who's doing a bench press, right? And they're lowering it down, coming back up, look at this huge surge of energy, and then we'll see the barbell kind of slow down, and then they'll finish it out for a completed lift, right? So we'll actually be able to see within that lift the point at which the barbell speed starts to slow down. So we'll see this initial surge of energy, right? The bar is accelerating, and then we'll start to see it's kind of slow down, and then what we're seeing is the barbell's going to kind of start to increase again, right, in speed. Right, so what we're really talking about is this point right here at which the bar decelerates, right, and kind of slows down. Okay, if the bar ever reaches zero in terms of speed, that's a failed lift, right, where we're going to have a spotter come in there and save us, or maybe we kind of dump the bar backwards, whatever it may be. So what I'm talking about specifically are 3 methods to improve sticking points, okay? One of the first ones is something that Dave Tate, Louis Simmons, right? Some of these West Side folks, they're great at employing, right? They have some of the highest density of power lifters that have set world records in different age categories, right? They are the strongest of the strong. And one of their techniques is rate of force productions, right? So how quickly can you turn it on, right? How quickly can you accelerate a bar? Right? So in order to do this, we have to work on purely alone is trying to just freaking accelerate the rate as quickly as possible, right? Dave Tate explains it as, imagine there's a board right at your weakest point and you're just trying to smash through this as fast as possible, right? So we'll work with 45 to maybe 55% load, and the intent in your head is trying to drive up with as much force as possible, right? So that's the first technique that you can employ. It's just purely trying to accelerate a submaximal load as fast as possible. The second one is honing in on the specific muscle groups that are weak within any given lift, right? So again, in that bench press example that I cited, right? They get up to about halfway, and then it kind of slows down, and then they'll kind of finish it out. Usually, right, the second half of the lift, right, the triceps are the guys who are kind of doing the job, right? So if we start to focus on building the triceps, right, that's a really good way to have that lift continue to develop, continue to hit PRs, continue to get stronger, right? This is also a great technique that we like to use for our assistance work, right? It's really diving into what is the weakest muscle group. So looking at where people fail is an extremely valuable part of assessing somebody's program in strength balance, okay? So that's the second one, is strengthening the weak muscles in any given lift. And the final one is actually strengthening the weak zone. And for that, we'll employ partial reps, maybe isometric pauses. For example, I'm one of those guys who, right, will go all the way down to the bottom of the squat, right, and I'm coming back up, right, and I'll fail lifts here about 3/4 of the way up, right? So one thing that I've been working on is I'll go all the way down, With control, I'll drive it up, pause right at my weakest point. I'll hold for 3 to 5 seconds, and I'll drive it up as quickly as possible. Obviously, we're setting maximal weights. I'll do that for several reps and several sets. But what I'm doing is I'm just spending more time where I'm the weakest, right? There's really no, it's nothing, not rocket science. So, yeah, so we can do that with partial reps as well. So maybe I'll weaken the bottom of the squat. I can do 1 1/4 squats where we're going to go down. I'm going to come up to maybe about parallel, drop back down and drive back up. That's going to be 1 rep. That's another way of doing it as well. Anyway, this is kind of the importance of individualizing any sort of training plan is, really attacking your weak links and really taking a more cerebral view of our fitness in order to continue to see progression for long periods of time, right? If we do this, we're going to avoid plateaus. We're going to continue to see strength balance, and honestly, it's probably going to be a lot more of a balanced and injury-free approach. If you're kind of coming in and just hitting it hard with, whatever maybe a coach or person tells you to do, at worst, you don't progress. Maybe not at worst is, you don't necessarily progress, but, maybe we can get, injured and continue to feed these strength imbalances and create poor movement patterns that can kind of hurt us, later on in life. So some things to think about, guys. Anyway, if you have questions, comment below. Be happy to kind of check out some of those questions, and yeah, thanks for watching.